Hi everyone, we're back here for Live Cop episode number 2. I've got some unboxings here that we'll go through really quickly. It's some repeats and some new things. We'll go over those. Overview for the video, I do have Live Cops for, we have Supreme, we have the Yeezy release, we have a couple Kobe's releases, we have the Jordan 12s and a couple other filler releases. I don't have the face cam unfortunately for these ones because it was during the week, but I do have all of the video and footage for them so we can at least see like how things went. So I'll have like a narration and go over it with you guys to kind of walk through what was going on and explain what was happening. So I will have all that footage coming up next. But let's go ahead and jump into the unboxings we have for today. Okay, so we'll start with the easiest one. This is the Kith Coke collaboration still. So this is one of the skateboards. I'm a little bummed out because I don't know if you can tell here on the skateboard, it's a little bit chipped. So I'm not really sure if I could sell this like on StockX or something. The prices aren't really looking that great anyway, so I might just add it to, let's see if you can see over here, the skateboard wall or whatever you want to call that. So I might end up just doing that. I'm not really sure yet, but pretty cool board. I like the design. I actually wanted to get all three of them. I like the dark blue colorway, but this one's at least cool to have one from the collection. Next item of business, we have another Jordan 5 Bel Air. I assume this is a grade school size. We'll go ahead and pop this one open and just make sure that that's what it is. As expected, grade school Jordan 5 Bel Air. I think these are some of my last pairs that are coming in. Kind of show you again what the shoe looks like really fast. There's the grade school size. I think I have some more coming in on Tuesday and then that's it. I don't want any more of these. Like I said in the last video, I sold all of my pairs, so I don't want to get any additional ones because it's not selling them for as much as I was initially, but that's okay. So we have those, and then now let's jump into the next item, which will be Funko Pops. Okay, so I actually got like 15 of these guys. These are from when they have the summer convention con thing online. So these are the X-Men Nightcrawler Funko Pops. I think, like I said, I got about 15 of these. They've been selling okay on eBay, so I'm not too upset with them. Should I have bought them? Maybe not, definitely not that many, but they're little lunch money flips, so I don't mind picking them up. Let's go ahead and jump into the last thing we have for the unboxings, and then we'll go into the live cop. All right, so we have something from Supreme. I'm gonna assume this is a t-shirt. I did have a hoodie, but I had already sold it. I do have more things from Supreme coming this week, so they'll probably make it into the live cop video of next week. So let's go ahead and jump into this t-shirt. All right, so we've got it open here. Let's see what shirt we got. Looks like we've got the balloons tee. I think this is kind of a cool like shirt for not being too expensive. This is the camo colorway. We've got it in a large. And then I know that Supreme's been sending out all of these rubberized gloves. These are actually going for like 20, maybe even 30 bucks on eBay. So I have a lot of Supreme orders, almost to the point where I can make a lot of money just on these free gloves. So I'm actually kind of hyped that so far each package I've got has had these, so that's pretty cool. And then we get like the sticker pack that, we have the Pharaoh tee guy, and then we've got a box logo sticker. So I'm actually really hyped about these. I think I might actually make a good amount of money if I get enough of these. Maybe I can sell them all to one person for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something each. So that's it for all of the unboxings that I have for now. Let's go ahead and jump into the live cop and see how we did. Okay, so for the next release, we have the Frank and Freddy Funko Pop that released on Funko Shop. In the beginning, I'm lowering my delays just to start the release. I usually run 500 on Funko Shop. The release is actually a little harder than Funko Shop releases usually are. So a lot of captures popped up and I didn't have my solvers ready, but as you can see in the background, there's some that are in queues, some declines, and then that one submitting order, calculating taxes. I actually had a lot that were in processing order and I was a little bit worried I wasn't gonna get one until I had the American Express notification pop up in the right-hand corner as you see there. So kind of a little bit more difficult release than normal for something like this on Funko Shop. Usually able to get like 10 really easily. I'll show you in the webhook that I did secure a couple checkouts for a quantity of 2, but for some reason I only got 1 per email, and then 2 of those orders got canceled. So I actually only got 1. It's already been shipped out and I've already sold it on eBay. I think it made maybe like 40 bucks on it. So not too bad, good little flip. So now we'll go on to the next release. Okay, so next up we have Supreme. For some reason, I guess the screen recording didn't catch when I was recording this on the release. I did run Mech Preem. I know that a lot of people were saying Mech flopped in the beginning, in the initial. I actually flopped myself using it because I run all of my bots on my Oculus server. And for Mech, it's recommended that you run on your local host. I never reconfigured my proxies for my local IP address. So None of my tasks worked in the beginning except for the ones that I had set to localhost. So I actually checked out a couple items. So I was actually freaking out. So I was like, let me go and just try to check out things manually and see if that works. So I was actually able to cop a lot of things manually. I was able to get like the Verify tees, some of the hoodies, some of the jackets, some of the other t-shirts. I actually got the Pharaoh tee on MechPreem on one of my local host tasks. So I went in and then I refixed and reconfigured all my proxies, and then that's when the things got real. So as you can see now, there's just a lot of different screenshots that I'll show you of MechPreem and what I was able to cop once I reconfigured my proxies. A lot of restocks were happening just a little bit after the drop, and I needed to get a lot of each of the hoodies and each of the shirts that I was trying to go after. I do have probably 20, maybe 15 of each item that I went for, that being the 2 hoodies I went for and a couple of the shirts that were not, you know, the Verify tee or the Pharaoh tee. I did really want the Supreme bicycle cards. I really wanted those to be able to play like cards myself or whatever. I think the basketball is really cool as well. There's a couple other interesting things for the first drop, but it actually went surprisingly well. I did get a lot of the Smurf like Gore-Tex jackets as well. I needed to get the denim jacket too, but unfortunately I struck out on that and I wasn't able to hit it on restocks. That was a Supreme drop for me. I know that I think week 2 is moved to now, I guess we'll call it week 3. It usually happens where Supreme needs a lot of time to ship out all of the items from week 1. So interesting week 1. I definitely messed up using MechPreem. It's my first time running MechPreem, but when it was working for what I was doing and having everything correctly and my proxies configured, it definitely destroyed. I know a lot of those items were either in and out of stock and they weren't as hard to get as some of the other items, but I definitely have to give MechPreem a big shout out. Now let's go on to the next release. Okay, so now we're gonna go over what happened for the Splash Force release. As you can see here, we were alerted to start, and here I am just starting my tasks in Kodai. I figured I'd give Kodai a shot, but I was really focusing on Splash Force and hoping that Splash Force would bring it home for me. As you can, this is my first time ever actually using Splash Force, so I was a little new to everything that was going on. So I saw all of this like fetching site and whatever and didn't know what that meant. And then I saw waiting for recap 3 cookie, and I was like, I thought Splash Force doesn't need cookies. And I know that like the V3 magic thing was going on, so I'm like, why am I getting these errors? I finally got one task to go into waiting in Splash, and I was like, wow, but like people are checking out like crazy. So like even people like in Mommy's Kitchen and Oculus Alerts, like we're checking out like crazy. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like I have the bot running, I have everything going. So I was like, let me jump over to Splash Force Discord and see like if somebody in the general chat is having the same issue. And some people were, and I noticed that they were having the recap 3 issue and whatnot. And it seems like, I don't know if it was because I was running on a server or if other people had better luck on desktop. I'm still not really sure what the issue was, but after talking with a lot of other people that got a lot of successful checkouts, it seems that Datacenter proxies were the way to go, and I just unfortunately went with all residentials and didn't mix in any Datacenter proxies. So I think it's more rather just user error on this release, and it really sucks because I had a big purchase order for a lot of these. I needed to get a lot to sell to my bulk buyers, but unfortunately, you know, I was a noob on Splash Force and it didn't go too well for me. It took me maybe like 25, 30 minutes to even get to this point to figure this part out. So unfortunately, it was an L for me on Splash Force, but we're definitely gonna try to be ready for the 700s that come out on Saturday. Okay, so we're back for the next release. This is for the Jordan 12 Indigos. I wasn't really trying to go heavy for these, but we actually ended up getting a pretty good amount. You'll see all the checkouts as we go through. I was running Cyber and Kodai. I started with Cyber and I got a couple checkouts and a couple declines, but I was like, maybe I should just pull up Kodai because I don't want to get a bunch of like Adyen things. And then we started to really hit with Kodai. I hit a couple off the bat and a lot of the smaller sizes. I was running only the bigger sizes on Cyber to start. And I was like, maybe I should just go for all sizes. I can sell them to maybe a bulk buyer, or if they don't brick too bad, I can sell them on StockX or GOAT or something like that. Unfortunately for these, they bricked so hard. Like the payout I think it's almost as worse as the Bel Air 5s. It may not be that point yet, but it's going to be pretty bad. I got a lot of them. I think I ended up getting about 50 to 60 checkouts. I'll show the webhook at the end when the live cop is over, but we did get a lot of pairs. I did try to aim to go for Finish Line and JD Sports towards the middle of the release when they were releasing. That way I could try to get the shoes faster because JD Sports and Finish Line ship very quickly. But a lot of even my successful checkouts on JD and Finish Line ended up getting canceled. So I was only able to sell maybe 5 or 10 of my pairs early, which was okay. I was able to sell them, I think, for about $240 to $250, because even like on the day they released, people were breaking them so bad. I don't really understand like that idea of, you know, even if you got one pair for yourself, like there's no reason to take a loss. You might as well return them. So I don't really understand this concept of bricking the shoes like so bad. It just doesn't really make sense. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, you might as well send them back and lose $7 on the return, or even some websites you get the free return to send them back. So I don't understand. We did hit a lot on Kodai. Kodai was really holding it down, especially on Finish Line and JD Sports. As you can see, the checkout started flying towards like maybe the middle of the release. I think this is at about 10:30, 10:45 when we started to really hit. I was only running like Finish Line and JD Mobile at first, because a lot of the times when I run Finish Line or JD, like the actual desktop, it never works for me. So I just was like, let me just test some things out, see what I can learn from this release. I'll probably still be able to sell the Indigo 12s. If not, I'll send them off to StockX or Go, even if I take a little bit of a loss, or I'll hold on to some of the pairs that I have. I know that some of my own locals will probably end up buying some of them, so I'm not too worried about being stuck with them. If I end up getting way too many pairs, that is when I'll try to either give them to somebody for retail and just kind of get that money freed back up, or I'll just return them, or I'll go in store and return them and have no shame. But we did get a lot of pairs. It was fun. I was a little bit upset that I wasn't able to cop the Yeezys, and I think because of that, I was like, let me go and try for something just to get some successful checkouts. So as you can see, a lot of things are flying here. I did try to use like other proxies within Oculus to see maybe if I do like rotating residentials, or if I tried like my other Supreme proxies instead. Let me use the regular premium proxies. And I just wanted to test a lot of different things out to see like, is there anything that I could try that's different? And here is when I was using like rotating proxies, and we can see like submitting address, submitting shipping, submitting payment, like all of these, or most of these tasks go through. So I think I was able to learn a lot from this release. Again, the shoes aren't that big of a cook. Like, they're pretty much bricks at this point, like so bad that, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to just give them to people for retail or whatever, or hook up some locals at a really low rate. But at the end of the day, it was still fun to kind of see some checkouts. Like I was saying, I was a little sad that I wasn't able to get any Yeezys, and I just wanted to feel some checkouts. So again, I think we got about 60 pairs. I'll probably get about 20 or 30 of those that actually ship out. I think I counted 26 the last time I checked, and then maybe from there we might get 20. So not too bad. It's not too many to where if I have that many, I think I can sell all of them. I already said like I sold about 5 or 10 on StockX, so most of them are gonna be gone in that way anyway. If I get stuck with too many of them and I have like a size 10 or 10 and a half, maybe I'll wear them and play basketball in them or something. So I don't think they won't go to use at all. I did get some small sizes like size 8 and stuff, which I don't want, but that's okay. So that was the Indigo 12s release, and now we'll go ahead and jump into the last and final release, which is the big stage Kobe 5s, which you might not know this about me, but I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, so I was really wanting to get these, so let's see what happened. Okay, so we've got the last release for this live cop video, which is the Kobe 5 big stage. I really wanted to get these for a personal, mainly just as like a collection piece. I don't know if I would wear them, but I still wanted to have them. I didn't care if I got a size 18 or a size 3.5. I just wanted to be able to have them. I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I grew up watching Kobe play basketball, and like I know like with his passing, like that was something that was big for me. So I really wanted to get the shoes. I saw all these adding to carts, and I'm like, wow, Cyber's gonna pull through for me. And then I saw waiting for restock, and I'm like, it's over. So I let the tasks keep running. I know that people hadn't checked out, and some people had actually checked out like 20 minutes early, but I saw like Taru, Cyber, other bots starting to check out on the alerts up there on the top, Kodai and such. So I was like, I have a chance. I should be able to get the shoes. Again, I didn't care what size. I wanted my size, but so I went to go check DSG. I saw that it was still queuing on the website. So I went to go look at Splash Force. Unfortunately, by doing that, I missed out on maybe solving the CAPTCHAs quicker. I didn't have my CAPTCHA solver set up really in Splash Force like I would have it in Cyber. So that definitely messed me up some. I think I would have been able to get a pair on DSG if I actually had a little bit less tasks. I probably still ran too many. Then I just started to try to fool around with a bunch of different proxies to see if I could get something to work. I think I did overload my server, as you can see with like the task manager there in the left-hand side. And I probably ran way too many tasks across all of the bots. So I think next time this is just kind of a learning lesson that maybe I'll run maybe 1 or 2 bots on the server, maybe put like Splash Force on my desktop. I think that was the same problem that I had with the Yeezy release, that I just had too much going on at once that I wasn't able to. I was trying to maximize, but really I was minimizing my efforts. So unfortunate, I missed out on the shoes, I missed out on the Kobe's, but a lot of other releases coming out next week. I do have some items that came in earlier today, so I'll go next into opening those, and then we'll close out after that with the releases that are coming up next week. All right, so we got a lot of our Supreme items that came in today. Let me show you exactly how many bags there are. It's pretty crazy, and we've got a box from Kith. So we're gonna go ahead and open all of these. I'll unpack maybe like one or two and then just show you everything at the end. Okay, let's start with this bag. This is probably a hoodie. There's a couple smaller ones that are probably t-shirts, but some of them are kind of thick, so I'm curious to see if there's multiple items in each bag. So let's open up one and see what we got. This looks like the Blocks tee. Oh, sorry, Blocks hoodie. This would be pretty massive as a t-shirt. It's kind of cool. I don't know what size it is, so extra large in the Blocks hoodie. Let's see if I can open a different color or something and show you one of those. Okay, this time we've got one of the Ice Arc logos in the green color in a size medium. This time we've got another Blocks hoodie, just in the navy color in a size medium. Oh, this time we actually got one of the camo Blocks logo stickers. This is pretty sweet. Okay, we finally got a different color. So we've got a black large in the Ice hoodie. This time we've got the blue camo sticker, which is definitely awesome. This time we've got a medium in the tan for the Block hoodie. This time we actually got the Verify like sticker. It's kind of cool. Okay, so these last three look like they're gonna be t-shirts, so let's go ahead and open these ones up. Okay, so it looks like I lied. It's not a t-shirt. It's actually one of the Smurf Gore-Tex jacket. So you got the little Smurf guys on there. Back here as well. Or I guess it's still the front. Kind of cool. In the yellow, there you go, little Smurf guys. Painting on the Supremes, kind of cool. This is a medium. Oh, nice. We've got what color is this? Navy in the Pharaoh Sanders tee. Super sick. Size medium, I actually could keep this for myself, but I don't know if I'll hold it or sell it. Probably just sell it. They're not doing too great, but I have a good buyer for this stuff. All right, last package that we got. Let's see what's in here. We finally got another different sticker. We got the Jet sticker, and then in here we've just got a camo balloons tee in a size medium. So we do have a bunch of the gloves. I'll try to show you all of them. Got a bunch of those. I know these are going for like 20 or 30 bucks, so I'm actually hyped that I got so many different orders, because these actually might make me more money than the clothes do, so that's kind of cool. I'll show you real quick all of the clothes that we got. Okay, so this is kind of everything that we got. This is all of the hoodies and shirts. There's a whole bunch of them, as you can see. It's crazy. And then all of the gloves that we got. So lots and lots of Supreme this time. And there's still more to come tomorrow. So I actually almost forgot to open the last thing that we have, is this box here from Kith. I'm pretty sure I know what these are, so let's go ahead and bust these open. All right, let's see what we got inside. Looks like we've got two Yeezys inside of here. Let's see which colorway they are. So we've got two Yeezy Inertias, one in a size 10 and one in a size 11. Let's open up the size 10 and see what they look like. So we hit on the Kith Yeezy restock. I actually copied these manually just because I didn't want to get canceled, and I'd rather at least get a couple pairs. So here is a size 10 Inertia. I've been tempted to keep a 700 Yeezy for myself. I got the Wave Runners years back when they released initially, but I've gotten a couple pairs of Inertias in my size and I just keep selling them. So I might hang on to the size 10 and see if I end up keeping it as a personal or not. Okay, so that's it for this live cop video. Unfortunately, I didn't have the face cam for the actual live cop. Sorry about that. I had things going on that I wasn't able to record the actual me like in action, but I was able to at least get the screen recording. I will try to have the face cam for the upcoming videos. I don't think that'll be an issue. We do have a lot of exciting releases, just checking them out right now. I know we have the Kobe 5s, we have the Black Mamba jersey, we've got Metacom dunks, we've got more Fear of God stuff, we've got more Kobe's, we've got the Undefeated Pack Kobe's, we've got Sean Wotherspoon Superstars. We've got the Union Jordan 4s. We've got the Yeezy 700s. A lot of fun upcoming releases this week. So definitely going to be difficult to get a lot of these because their stock is going to be super limited, but we're still going to give it a chance and still going to try. So excited for all of the releases that are coming up in this next week. So we'll see what happens on the next episode.